It's Ringside Renaissance. We're back. It's Black Friday. We got the cheap heat, the cheap shots, and those rich Survivor Series predictions. Yo, Jesse, ring the bell.
You are now listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
We're back for another episode of Ringside Renaissance. And we're here with our Survivor Series predictions. Yeah, we're ready to go with the big episode, baby. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Past Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday now. Like I said, we got them. We got the cheap heat. We got the cheap shots for all you cronies and phonies. And of course, I'm here with the best co-host in the world, Pretty Deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew Kombat Jones. Yeah. Taking out all them turkeys. They all took out.
Survivor Series WarGames tomorrow. We are here. Oh boy, I am super excited.
Yep.
Is everybody on the up and up? Who's gonna stab who in the back?
Right.
It's a lot of bold predictions out there in the IWC. I think a lot of people read too much into things, but I read too much into other topics, I guess. So I need to kind of let them be who they are.
Yeah. So excited. So ready to go. I can't believe it's finally here. We're a day away. We're a night away. Hours away from the big thing.
Special start time, 6 p.m. again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll be in bed by 10 o'clock. This is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I expect it's going to be a long one. Sort of. Well, there's only 5 matches confirmed, but the 2 WarGames matches, I suspect, are going to be pretty long. As they should be.
If every time I got a nickel for someone said they expected it to be a long one, I have like 20 nickels and a lot of disappointment. So, yeah, of course, SmackDown tonight's pre-taped. We haven't seen any of the spoilers, so we're not going to dive in any spoilers. If you're not wanting any spoilers, don't worry. We don't have them because we didn't read them. A five match card again. A lot of people think that's a big not selling point, but it gives the matches that are on the card, I think, more continuity, I guess. Not continuity, more...
Right.
They mean more, you know. I would have liked to see a tag title match, I guess, at Survivor Series. Maybe the SmackDown ones give Motor City Machine Guns a PLE, but...
Yeah. Or it would have been cool to throw in like an old school style 90s Survivor Series match. Just so
yes.
No implications, but just another 5-on-5 with 2 random teams.
Yeah, it's crazy is the Judgment Day's not on this PLE whatsoever. Liv Morgan, obviously, in the women's WarGames match, and Raquel, I don't know if she's even in the Judgment Day officially, but yeah, it'd have been cool to see them, I guess, against somebody, the LWO even, just to have a, like you said, a traditional Survivor Series match. But
and what about the Final Testament and the Wyatt Six? They could have got a spot.
No,
they don't.
Keep the Wyatt Six off from PLEs, and I will be a happy camper. Thank you, Triple H. What a great Thanksgiving gift! What a great Black Friday gift! It didn't cost anything to just not have the Wyatt Six on the PLE.
Right.
Oh,
again, yeah.
I hope everybody had a nice holiday across the pond. They don't celebrate it, so
yeah.
I guess just have a pint for us. We don't drink, but
yeah, I hope you had a good day regardless.
Yeah. You still had to go to work. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
WarGames is kind of just there's been a lot of buzz ever since the CM Punk return and CM Punk returning with Paul Heyman.
Yep.
And I can't wait to get your thoughts about like the grand scheme of unfolding and unpacking all of that and what potentially could happen in that match. But we can't get there without getting to the first match, which is on our prediction sheet. We're going to get in hot and heavy now with LA Knight defending his United States Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura, a returning Shinsuke Nakamura who earned his championship match by just returning. But LA Knight has had an open U.S. challenge, so it really makes a lot of sense. It's great to see Shinsuke Nakamura back. It's hard to believe that both these guys are older than both of us and still doing what they're doing at a high level.
Yeah.
But what do you got for this? What do you think is going to happen? Is there anything spectacular?
I'm not expecting. There wasn't too much of a build up to it, right? We got Shinsuke back, of course, and everybody's excited for that. But I don't know. I'm just expecting LA Knight to come out with the win.
Yeah, I think it's a credible. Yeah, I think it's a credible opponent for him. It's not like these, spot fillers and mid card catering guys challenging him for the title. It's actually a viable contender for the championship. Like you said, not much of a build. There's been a couple of weeks of Shinsuke Nakamura coming in and taking out LA Knight and then having that very sensual promo video that he cut that I was a little bit uncomfortable watching and reading.
Yeah, true.
I don't see what's going to happen with Shinsuke Nakamura once he loses, but I agree with you. LA Knight's going to retain the title.
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll have some more build up with SmackDown, whatever happens with SmackDown tonight, right? To build it a little more. But if LA Knight was to lose, I would be confused why, and so early without, if he was going to lose, I would think it would be to like Mello or something at some point here and there. But who knows what they got planned for all that.
Yeah, I think a returning Shinsuke Nakamura just sets him up as one of the guys in the Royal Rumble coming up. They need spot fillers in that, and I think he's a good contender in the Royal Rumble. Not that I think he would ever win that, but it's good to see him returning. I've always liked Shinsuke Nakamura. I like his entrance music more than him. Yeah, and I really like him, but man, that violin just hits me in the feels sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah.
Remember that guy Boog used to come out with him? What the hell was his name? Oh, he used to play it on guitar and shit.
Yeah, Boogs. Yeah. When Shinsuke used to come out and he was hot, and I think he did win the Royal Rumble way back when he had first showed up, right? Because he had faced
he won
AJ
the 40
Styles.
Man.
Yeah. He was so hot back then when he had finally came in from NXT and all that. But
you used to think he was hot?
Oh, he was sexy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know, but to me, I think we're going to get a BFT, and the United States Championship stays with LA Knight. There's no other way to go about this.
Nope. The BFT to the 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, hit it and quit it. He's going to smack him back to factory settings.
Yeah.
Ooh, now we have the Intercontinental title match, which is Bron Breakker, the champion, who defends against Sheamus, who has never won an Intercontinental title. They drive this home so many times that's the only title that's eluded Sheamus in his WWE career.
Right.
Versus Ludwig Kaiser. Man, they keep dangling that Sheamus never winning the IC title over us so much for me to not think that he has a chance at winning this, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing that on Raw too, and he had his chance already, and it didn't work out. So, the dog's gonna come in and clean house again.
Really?
And eat up all the scraps. Bron Breakker will retain.
I was thinking anybody but Bron Breakker, but your dog barks really started to sell me a little bit. The only reason I'm thinking that it's not going to be Bron Breakker is because of the triple threat aspect and the fact that he doesn't need to eat a pin to lose his title. So that's what I'm thinking. And I would like to think Sheamus was going to win the IC title and finally get over that hump, but I don't think that he's a person that is kind of lobbying for that.
Right.
So I'm going to say our man, Ludwig Kaiser, is going to get the pin on Sheamus and become your new Intercontinental Champion.
That'd be big because Gunther's been telling him he's had to step up lately, right?
Yes, exactly.
And that'd look very reputable, him standing next to Gunther if Gunther retains and they're both the champions. Like, they'd be running shit, and then that gives more of an ego and boost to Kaiser to make him think he's just as important or just as good as Gunther and maybe cause a rift at some point even. I don't know. But if Sheamus won too, that'd be great. Like, I wouldn't be mad at it because then he'd be the whatever Grand Slam. Yeah.
This is one of those matches, in my opinion, that like if any of the three won, I really wouldn't be upset about it.
Right.
Like Bron Breakker would continue his push as being a dominant champion, even though he's lost. But Kaiser would get his first singles title, his first title in WWE, right? They never won the tag. Imperium never had the tag titles, I don't think, did they?
I don't think so. No.
So it'd be his first title in WWE on the main roster, especially. But then, like you said, Sheamus becoming that Grand Slam champion. So all across the board, I just hope it's a solid match. But I'm really not going to be disappointed no matter which way it goes.
Yeah, I'm picking Braun, I guess, still. But if Braun was to lose, that may put him in a spot because he did have that backstage thing against Gunther at one point not too long ago, right? And if Gunther retains, and maybe Braun could go at Gunther, and that could be another notch in the belt for Gunther. But,
That's true. And also, if Kaiser wins the title, that's Gunther's ammo right there to go after Bron Breakker.
Yeah.
My man Ludwig Kaiser beat you. What do you think? Why do you think you should challenge me?
Yeah.
We should really be on the writing team, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Ludwig Kaiser. I think they're gonna need to make that strap a little bit shorter to fit around his waist, otherwise it's gonna fall around his ankles. But Ludwig Kaiser. IC title. The World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther, as we just talked about, the champion, is going to defend against Damian Priest, who gets the rematch.
He's going to have to watch his back against that DP.
And his front.
Every hole.
Yeah, keep his mouth.
All holes must be covered. Yes.
The build for this, I think, was kind of lackluster. Damian Priest hitting Gunther backstage, and I think he needs a medic, and then Damian Priest has got that thing over his head that if it wasn't for the Judgment Day turning on me, you never would have won the title. But how is he going to feel when the Judgment Day comes back out and screws him over yet again?
Oh, you think that's what's gonna happen?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Because back on Raw, this past Monday on Raw, Finn Balor was telling Dom, because there's some dissension in the ranks in the Judgment Day.
Yes,
we're not really touching on that too much right now, but
right.
Finn Balor told Dom, it's your fault that Damian Priest is going for the title again.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Finn Balor's taking exception to that, and I think he's going to ensure that Damian Priest doesn't leave Toronto with the World Heavyweight title.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm picking Gunther to win for sure. Gunther's got to continue his reign.
There's no other way, I think, to go about it, I think. Boy, I'm thinking like long-term ahead, because Gunther's not losing that title for a while, so...
I'm thinking long-term for like John Cena or somebody to come in, and
That's the exact name I was thinking, but...
Yep.
Time will tell with that one, but Gunther's going to retain. He's going to choke the DP out, and DP with the choke out is just
that's
scary business.
S&M, baby.
Yeah, just make sure you clear your browser history.
50 Shades of Grey, WWE style.
50 Shades of Gay. we're moving right along with this. I think the main event we're going to have to dissect a little bit more. I think we're going to, but the women's War Games match, we have Rhea Ripley. I don't know who's the leader of the team. I guess Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley, who replaced Jade Cargill from getting hurt and dumped out onto that car. And
and their full assessment of Jade Cargill, of all her injuries. They had mentioned on Raw, and it was just crazy. Like, they did a number on her. Yeah, and I was thinking, maybe Naomi, the way she was acting a little bit. I think you may be right. I don't know.
I didn't say that. I just said the internet was saying that.
Okay, yeah.
I have no clue.
She looked a little sus when she was walking in with Bianca this past week, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know what to think of it.
I think that Liv and Raquel did it because if you remember, they're the ones that tried taking Rhea out. Where was it? In a parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of their MO. I think Liv made a lot of her money in parking lots, maybe rest stops, before she became a professional wrestler, and that's kind of just her comfort zone.
The parking lot outside of Hooters in New Jersey.
Who does?
Who does?
So T's and P's to Jade Cargill. There's a lot of conflicting reports on the extent of her injuries, and regardless of what the injuries are, we hope she comes back soon.
Yeah.
So now,
what a disappointment that she's not in the match, though. Like, come on. Is this the way they had to write it off? Is she really injured? And they did that? Or they don't want her in the match because they think she's going to screw it up.
Well, I don't know if they think she would screw it up because, nothing's predetermined here. So she must be legitimately injured from that attack backstage. That was a hell of a fall off that loading dock to that just conveniently placed car that was sitting there. And boy, the indentation from that fall through the car would have killed a normal human being. So we just got to remember how much of a dog Jade Cargill really is to even survive that. I mean,
yeah.
I saw her doing a 3-minute plank with Sheamus online.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Man, oh, man. We just hope she gets better and returns in time. That I also hope that they don't have to vacate the tag titles. And I hope that doesn't come out that Bianca was behind it because it cost her. But it cost Bianca the qualification for the United States titles. So
right. So it wouldn't really make sense yet for them to have.
Make sense to me.
Yeah. This match is filled with multiple stories on both sides for within the groups and against each other.
Yeah. They have a lot of holes that have to be filled in this match.
Oh, Plot for holes. Sure.
Plot
yeah.
holes.
Oh, yeah. And I do a 3-minute plank with many of them. We got cheap heat, baby, and cheap shots. Everything we promised.
3 minutes, man. You outdo me by 2.5.
I go 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I go 40. I'll go 40. If you know, you know. Let's go.
Does that include dinner?
I mean,
so
sort of. Yeah.
We have
dinner and breakfast in bed, baby.
Oh man, dessert. Oh man, oh man. Take the cannoli.
Hopefully the dessert comes last.
Oh man, her name's Dessert.
Get the gabagool.
Get the gabagool
in the parking lot of Hooters. Drop the gun. Take the cannoli.
Oh, thank you. I hope you were picking up on that. Okay, I got you. Appreciate that. Clemente.
Hey.
We got Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley versus who they are calling the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae.
Ooh. Who to pick? I guess I'm going to go with Rhea's squad, and I'm going to have Rhea pinning Liv.
Let's take a second to think about this right now.
Okay, because maybe I didn't, but I don't know. I think that's about all I took to think about it. I'm coming in hot with these predictions.
I think that out of all the predictions we've done, you have never predicted against Liv, not once.
Oh, shit.
I am just so pumped right now. I just need to take this all in real quick because...
Well, if they win, Liv's going to get the pin.
No, you can't. You can't. Come on. You can't waffle like that.
Well, I'd be a flip-flopper, but I'm saying that Rhea's going to win. But if the other side does win, Liv will get the pin because she deserves it and she's the champion and Liv's always on top when she wins. She's always on top regardless. Yeah.
When she wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much build up to this. Bayley being inserted is very interesting because it doesn't... What other story besides her just being a fill-in is there that's going to unfold during this match? I don't think really much anything. I think
I'm not sure if it matters who wins, honestly.
It doesn't.
Going forward. Like,
you would think the team with both the champions would have to win. But I don't think that's the case. And I think one of them is not going to leave with the championship.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I think that Rhea's team is going to win. I think she can't keep eating losses. Rhea's got to get a victory here at some point.
And she's hurt. She's got the face mask and all that. Like,
do you think it's funny that they say her orbital bone's broken? And if anybody doesn't know, the orbital bone's the bone that goes around your eye, right?
Right.
But her mask is like the eye holes are this big and her orbital bone is completely exposed wearing the mask. So I was looking at that the other day. I said, why would they wear a mask to protect her orbital bone, but her orbital bone's completely exposed? It really
and she loves using it as a weapon.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
She's a headbanger, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley needs to get the win here. I don't think anybody else needs to get a pin, not even the win for the team, but get the pin. She needs to get the pin. Over Liv Morgan makes a lot of sense. Nia Jax comes in and tries pulling her weight around, upset after the match is done. Liv and Raquel lay out Nia Jax. It's enough for Tiffany Stratton to get the upper hand, cash in the Money in the Bank, and Tiffany Stratton will leave as the new Women's World Champion.
Woo! I like it. Yeah.
You know, I think every PLE that we've done a prediction for, I think I've said that Tiffany's going to cash in.
Yeah,
I'm really confident about this one.
No, I think you're right. You know, and for like Rhea's side, there's no reason for anybody other than Rhea to get the pin on the other team.
Mm-hmm.
It would make no sense for anybody else to get it.
Do you think that they're going to reveal at WarGames who's the one that attacked Jade, or they're going to wait till Jade returns for that?
I don't know how they would reveal it in the match. That's the thing. Unless we're going to get it, so we're going to get like a glimpse of it on SmackDown somehow, or like a hint. But I think they need to probably wait till after, unless we see some type of dissension like within the match with like Bayley or with like Naomi, or I don't see why it would be Damage Control. Like, you know,
yeah, I don't see where it'd be any of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think it's
got to be the other side, and they just didn't want her in it.
I think it's Piper Niven.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because Chelsea Green was in the match with Bianca.
Right.
And Chelsea Green wasn't going to win that match.
No.
But by having Jade Cargill taken out and taking Bianca out of the match, that allowed Chelsea Green to get the victory over Blair Davenport. So I think that it's going to come down to it being Piper Niven that took her out, and that's going to lead to Jade Cargill going after Chelsea Green for the United States title after she wins it, and there's a storyline built right there. Whew. Boy, oh boy. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Good job.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
So yeah, Tiffany Stratton is your new WWE Women's World Champion after WarGames. Book it, Trick.
Yeah, let's do it. Time to pull the trigger on that briefcase, baby. Like, yeah.
What we're about to pull the trigger on is the Bloodline's going to implode.
That's what people are saying. They're saying after all this, it's the beginning of the end for the Bloodline.
The men's War Games reality checks. Okay, so before we get into this, the WWE undisputed heavyweight champion Cody Rhodes is not on the PLE, and it's very surprising that the flag bearer, the heavyweight champion, the face of the company, is not on one of the big four PLEs. And there are a lot of Cody crybabies that are upset about this.
Yes, I'm sure Dave LaGreca's at the top of the list, too. Why is Cody not there?
It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You have him as the champion.
Yeah.
He dethroned your champion who's 3.5 years in. He had the championship. Roman Reigns got pinned less times than Cody Rhodes has had title defenses in his 3.5-year reign. I don't understand, Bully. Make me understand. And then Bully will just say something and he'll be like, oh, yeah, you're right. I never saw it from that perspective. You're right. You're completely right. Shout out Dave LaGreca.
Yeah, shout out to Busted Open. Maybe, I mean, we might get like an appearance from Cody, maybe. Maybe we get a little promo or something. Maybe Kevin Owens attacks him. Do you think we'll see him at all?
Maybe Seth Rollins takes out CM Punk before the War Games and Cody Rhodes has to step in and be the fifth man.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Please no.
You never know, but this is the men's War Games. I think this is what a huge percentage of people that are tuning into the PLE, this is what it's all about. You know, we have all the preliminary card matches, but this is the main event of all main events for Survivor Series. Men's War Games, Bloodline 2.0, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu, and Bronson Reed versus the OG Bloodline, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jesus Christ, Jimmy Uso.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn. And CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Woo.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
And the wise man. He gonna be there?
Wise man returning.
He gonna be there?
He's got to be there.
He gonna be there? Yeah.
Got to be there. There's so much to unpack with this because there's so many different directions they could go, and this is why I love professional wrestling at the place that they're at now in the WWE, because we've seen the predictions online all week. We've seen everybody's take on it, everybody's hot take, everybody's bold predictions. Where are they going to go? What's going to happen with this? And really, who knows?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I don't know. And, you know, because Friday night SmackDown will be tonight. It was pre-taped, allegedly. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how that works. But CM Punk and Roman Reigns will have a sit-down or a face-to-face or something to talk it out or work out their problems, or I don't know. I just know that they're going to have a face-to-face. That's what I was told.
And it's better of having a face-to-face than a nuts to butts, but like,
yeah,
it just
a human centipede type of thing too. An ATM, if you will.
And if you will. Yeah, this is very much so like, I hear a lot of people saying, is Paul Heyman really going to screw over Roman Reigns? Is CM Punk going to screw over the Bloodline? Is there some dissension in the ranks possibly in the Bloodline as a whole with Jimmy and Jey Uso? Is Jimmy Uso going to screw over the Bloodline?
Yeah. Whose side is
some rumblings that Seth Rollins is going to take out Sami Zayn and be the fifth person in the Bloodline team. There's so much here. But one thing that people haven't been talking about is maybe there's some cracks in the armor of the Bloodline 2.0.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe somebody has been watching from the sidelines and maybe not be 100% happy with what's going on with the Bloodline 2.0.
Okay. And?
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay. Okay. I'm compelled. Keep going, baby. Keep going.
And maybe just maybe the Bloodline 2.0 isn't the final stop for Roman Reigns, and maybe the final boss has to be the final stop for Roman Reigns going down the line.
Oh, for sure.
Are we gonna have it finally revealed who's been pulling the strings behind the Bloodline 2.0? Has it been Solo Sikoa this whole time? Is there a higher power? Man,
There's
time
gotta
will
be.
tell.
There's gotta be. There's gotta be something.
First of all, let's get into the match. What are your thoughts on the match? Where do you think the direction they're going, and maybe your outcome?
Baby. Yeah, and then whose side is Paul Heyman really on? Some people are saying that he may be back in CM Punk more than Roman Reigns. I don't know if I would quite buy into that. And then the whole red handkerchief thing in the pocket we talked about already. I don't know. We'll see. I'd rather be surprised. Like, I'm gonna make my predictions and say what's gonna happen, think what's gonna happen, but honestly, I don't know. So my prediction is I don't have a prediction. No, I'm just joking.
Jesus.
I'm gonna pick either to win, just so I'm right every time.
Every time, yeah. Good job.
Yeah, I don't drink pop, so yeah.
That's a great Viking tattoo you got.
It's soda. I think. Yeah.
Nordic.
Yeah. Cheap shot, cheap heat, baby. That's what we going for. We promised it. I'm gonna go with the OG Bloodline and CM Punk winning the match. I'm not going against CM Punk, baby. Even though my better judgment and one of the voices in my head is telling me that I'm wrong. Yeah. It probably makes more sense for the Bloodline 2.0 to win and The Rock to come out and help out and, like, not even the odds, but put them over, I think, or cause a distraction or something. Or for Seth Rollins to come out and screw over CM Punk. But I don't think that needs to happen during the match. I think that would make more sense after, if he comes out and tries to, like, ruin CM Punk's moment, maybe. And for that to happen, they would the OG Bloodline and CM Punk would have to win. Almost.
Right. Oh, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, the rumors that Paul Heyman is somehow going to turn on Roman. The wise man is going to turn on Roman and
it's too early.
2.0.
Too early if they were going to do that.
And it doesn't make sense to me. So if Paul Heyman was going to align himself with the Bloodline 2.0, why would he go out and find a fifth man for Roman's team?
And why would they do it after they just put him through a table? Yeah. Like, there's got to be more dissension and more reasons and more time to build up to why he's not going to side with them again.
Yeah. And if he was to join like I said, the Bloodline 2.0, do you think he would come out just to break down the OG Bloodline more? He would come out and side with the Bloodline 2.0. It wouldn't be like, oh, look, I revealed this fifth man for you just to go with them anyway. I don't think it makes a lot of sense for him to align himself with CM Punk, because CM Punk's he's a mouthpiece. He doesn't need a manager.
Right.
I don't think we're quite ready for heel CM Punk in the WWE yet. I think that will be coming at some point.
Yes.
But I just don't think that that's there yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think that everything means something in the Bloodline storyline, and him coming out dressed like Solo might mean something down the line. Him calling for CM Punk and not advising Roman Reigns to it at first might lead to something down the line. But I don't think there's anything like that's going to happen, because there's a bigger story that's going to be told at the end of this besides that.
Right.
And I also think that the OG Bloodline needs to win here. Roman Reigns needs to win. I think Roman Reigns needs to
get the
pin Solo Sikoa.
I agree. That's why that's why I picked them. He's been kind of. They did get that one win with Cody, right?
Yes. Yeah, he did pin Solo in that match.
But he's been getting brutalized by Bloodline 2.0 and Jacob and Solo, and he needs a win on them.
Do you think this is where he gets his Ula Fala back?
I don't know if that would. I guess it would make sense if he does, because it's kind of the culmination of everything that's been leading up to it. But then it's almost like we need more from it.
Now, do you see this? And I'm not saying this is going to happen. It just popped in my head, and I'm brainstorming a little bit. OG Bloodline wins. Seth Rollins comes out. CM Punk, they do their little thing. They go off, right?
Yeah.
It's just Roman, Jimmy J, and Sammy in the ring.
Right.
Roman picks up the Ulafala. They all put the ones up to him. He puts that Ulafala on with them surrounding him.
And then...
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Yeah. I can see that.
The Rock was never Cody Rhodes' final boss. The Rock is Roman Reigns' final boss. To become the true tribal chief, The Rock is Roman Reigns' final boss. Like,
absolutely. Because when he had came out to start, before, when they had that whole early press conference for WrestleMania last year, you had the whole family tree and everything, and he was portraying himself to be the man for it, right? And they brought him in to be the man, so he's the OG, right? That's still with us.
Yes. And if you know, you know, The Rock's father was Rocky Johnson. His grandfather was High Chief Peter Maivia. So he can come in and be like, yo, my grandfather was the chief, not you, you know? Like, I'm the rightful heir.
True.
Like, the whole thing just leads... It never had anything to do with Cody. Like,
for sure.
Like, that's what I'm... I don't think, like, Cody was just kind of like the scenery for and a placement in this storyline.
For sure.
It's a bigger story at there's a bigger story at play here, and it's Roman and Rock. It's not Cody and Rock.
Cody
for sure.
And
Rock you're not getting me that time. They may cross paths down the line, or maybe the first match on Netflix or something like that.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
But I think Roman and Rock is the story to be told.
Right. And the end of that story's got to be at WrestleMania, right?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be. And I don't think that story needs the title.
No, definitely not. And I think The Rock and Cody has to happen still, because we had that exchange of what he handed him and all that. So there's still a lot of story there.
Yeah.
And you know, The Rock pinned Cody Rhodes at night 1 of WrestleMania 2. So I think that's more of like a Netflix thing.
But I don't see Rock beating Cody for the title, but I also don't see Rock eating a pin before WrestleMania. So that's very...
Yeah, The Rock don't need a title. He's got his own title that he carries around.
Title.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see how this match goes, but I think there's going to be a little uneasiness between CM Punk and the Bloodline. But I think everybody in the Bloodline was on board with Punk being there except for Roman.
Yeah, well, backstage, I think they had talked to something, or I had seen some type of interview with Sami Zayn, and he's like, I don't quite know how to expect, because...
Yeah, I was on Raw, yeah.
Oh yeah, but he's had his backstage problems, and you know, he's kind of playing into it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. Jay and Jimmy seem like they were down the most with it. They're like, Punk, okay, let's go. Mm-hmm. Yeet. Like, they were cool with it. Roman, I don't know. The way Roman and Punk were looking at each other, I don't know. Like,
yeah, I think at some point Punk needs to, I'm going to say sacrifice himself, but he needs to kind of save Roman in some way to show, like, during the match, to show, like, I'm on board with you. And then, like I said, Roman needs to get nobody else needs to get the pin. I really hope that this isn't the end of, like, Sammy as being back with the OG Bloodline. I hope that's a long-term thing.
Yeah, same.
Do you see something like this? The Rock coming back, and this is me just spitballing here. Yeah. The Rock coming back and going to Solo and being like, hey, I told you to take these guys out. What the heck are you doing? And has the Tonga twins, Jacob Fatu, and Bronson Reed jump Solo.
Yeah.
Take him out.
Yep.
The Rock becomes the head of that. So that's 5 people. And then Solo goes back to the OG Bloodline.
Yeah,
like,
that would
Roman,
make sense.
I'm sorry. And then that's truly the OG Bloodline reunited.
Right. And I think that would make sense because Solo's like coming to his own too, especially like on the mic and like his mannerisms, and he's very funny now too, even though he's the heel. So him going back and then being babyface with the original Bloodline would be a good thing. I think it would add another dimension, and he would really be over with the crowd, I think, like that. I don't know if Bronson Reed would still have to be a part of it at that point, but I think Jacob Fatu jumping him with the Tonga twins would make sense, and The Rock calling the shots. And Jacob Fatu's got a lot of solo matches he could have with a lot of people too. And I can't wait to see Jacob Fatu versus Jey Uso also for the advantage match,
For the advantage tonight.
Yeah.
I think you and I are in agreement the heels are probably going to get the advantage. That's the way a lot of these war games go.
Yeah, definitely. It needs to happen for that match, especially. It's gotta.
I don't see Jacob Fatu taking a loss going into the war games.
No. But man, seeing CM Punk and Roman Reigns face to face with Paul Heyman there, like, I don't think you can go wrong with that in any way. Like, I think they're gonna leave some unanswered questions for the match to see how it's gonna go. And you saying you think he's gonna like sacrifice himself? I don't know. It might go the opposite way. Like, they might butt heads the whole time and be more unanswered questions. And Seth comes and then I expect Seth to show up. Maybe, I don't know, and be pissed because we haven't got anything from Seth showing that he's pissed off yet. They didn't do anything on Raw with that, right? And Seth is on Raw. He's not on SmackDown. So I don't know if he's going to show up on SmackDown and have some part, or it's going to be like surprise at the end with Survivor Series,
Yeah, because he still has unfinished business with Bronson Reed. He's got unfinished business with the Bloodline 2.0 for screwing him over in the match with Bronson Reed. And now he's going to take exception to CM Punk because he doesn't like CM Punk to begin with. But now, you're siding with him.
But he still has unfinished business with Roman and all them too. Maybe he freaking helps a Bloodline 2.0 out, and they win. I mean, win. That could happen too.
Full on heel Seth. Maybe he takes Bronson Reed out before the match, and he becomes the fifth man of Bloodline 2.0.
Ooh, baby. That'd be something too. That'd be something. Yeah.
You want full on heel Seth going into a Punk and Rollins feud.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. That's an early Christmas present right there. Put up the Christmas tree early, baby. Man. Crazy.
Man. I'm super pumped for it though. Like I'm generally excited to see what happens with War Games. I always enjoy War Games matches. Whatever happens, I think that it leads to a bigger thing. And remember I think it was back around WrestleMania time, they asked Paul Heyman, is like this storyline almost done? Right. And he said, we're only in like the third inning.
Right.
And so he said, we're only in the third inning of this story. So there's potentially years.
What inning are we in now then?
Probably like the top of the fourth.
Or maybe like the fifth or the sixth. Yeah, I don't know how long, like people are saying it's the beginning of the end, like I said, and I don't know if it really is, honestly. I mean, it just moves to another chapter. Like they can switch back and forth, and does it really ever end?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, is the Bloodline storyline's been going for over 3 years, almost 4 years now, and he's saying we're in the third inning.
Yeah.
So what's to come with all of this?
Yeah. Oh,
it's a beautiful thing. They're going to call it Friday Night Bloodline soon instead of SmackDown with all the freaking guys coming in. And
well, I mean, they're all going to have to be on Raw soon if Netflix has it how they want it too. Yeah. I mean,
well, Netflix better figure out their buffering problem because if it's anything like the Paul and Tyson fight,
right? That's
we
true.
haven't even talked about that. Logan Paul is fixing to return soon. He's got to be. So
yeah.
Man, there's so much stuff going on, bro. And this is getting into like our season. Royal Rumble time, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania. Like that's all right around the corner, and that's when stuff really ramps up.
Yeah,
and it always starts at the Survivor Series. So
shit's getting real. Yeah, maybe we get Logan Paul coming out and beating up LA Knight at the end, or do we have him just showing up at Royal Rumble? I don't know.
There's gonna be something big tomorrow night.
Yes,
and I don't think it's just gonna be The Rock returning. Everybody knows The Rock's returning tomorrow night.
Is he? Do we all know that? Because if he doesn't, I would feel like underwhelmed. Like it has to happen for the storyline, right? But if it goes off, if it goes off the air with him not returning, I don't know. I don't see. I think it would be great. Seth comes out, they hit his music, and Punk had came out and pissed Seth off last year, right? The big return for CM Punk. We ain't got to spend much time on it, but so Seth does the opposite, spoils Punk's moment. And we think that's the end, and then we get The Rock, and then that, one upset, I guess, right? But if we don't get The Rock, it's like, ugh. But are we still satisfied? Because, like, honestly, going into WarGames, I was excited for it before Punk and everything, and I was at, like, here. But with Punk, I'm like, yeah. Fully wrecked.
I was going to say full-on meat rocket.
Yeah. Like pump. Yeah.
There's so much, like you said, there's so many different directions, and like I hate putting expectations on anything, but like when we do these predictions, a lot of times I hope my prediction's wrong, so I'm surprised because I don't want to get everything right and then just be like, oh well, I called it. Like I'd rather have something come so far to left field that I'm like, holy shit, this is what they're doing.
And everybody out there, we ain't doing this to try to say, yeah, we were right or we were wrong, or you want to go in there and say you were wrong, like, or in the predictions in the comments on TikTok or wherever. That's fine. Like we're just doing this to have fun. Like I enjoy not thinking or knowing what's going to happen with it. Like I love that part, and that I love it about this WarGames that I just don't know. We assume The Rock is going to come out, right? But I don't know who's going to win. Honestly, I'm just making a guess. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but because he came out of Bad Blood and did that, and then just disappeared again.
Right.
A lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah, man.
Cody Rhodes has got to appear, though,
and people were saying he was doing that to Cody Rhodes. Yeah. You would think Cody would come out at some point. Like, you got to have your champion show up at Survivor Series, right?
Like, it's like, The
Rock come out and start beating him up, and then Cody comes out and gets involved, too? That wouldn't make sense with Kevin Owens. There, maybe to build something. Maybe we'll get something with SmackDown with Cody and Kevin. We have to for SmackDown, right?
Yeah, I think they got to leave Cody out of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Until Rock comes back full force. It's like the Avengers movies. Like that's what I'm like, kind of like getting the vibes of. Is like they had all these little side, like villains and stuff, and then every once in a while they would show Thanos. And then all of a sudden, Thanos came and wrecked shop. Like, The Rock is Thanos right now. He's just going to pop in and just make his presence known here and there until he comes in and
snap
his fingers. Boy, but yeah, I'm pumped, bro. I can't wait. I'm glad for the early start time. That makes it a lot easier for me. I hate PLEs or pay-per-views that go till 12:30 at night. And shout out to everybody across the pond that's got to sit up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning anyway.
Right.
Sorry about it, but we don't have to do that here. So the earlier start time, just I really enjoy that. It makes it just flow better. I can get done that. I don't have to feel like I have to jump right in bed. And I can let the feeling in the moment of the match resonate with me a little bit and just be like,
yeah,
holy shit, what do we just actually watch?
Yeah, what just happened? Yeah, baby. Survivor Series. Let's go. Yeah. Implications, baby. Leading up to the Royal Rumble, leading up to Elimination Chamber, leading up to WrestleMania. This is the time of the year, baby. Survivor Series. Yeah. Christmas is coming.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah too. Yeah. And all that.
Kippur. Yeah, all that stuff.
Oh, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Whoops.
Whatever holiday you celebrate, Merry Christmas. It's all encompassing.
Yeah.
Oh man. I hope Christmas doesn't come too quick. I'm only 3 pumps in. Happy holidays to everybody. Thanks everybody for hanging out and riding along with us. I hope that you enjoy our predictions. Let us know in the comments your predictions. All that happy horse shit. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe.
Yeah. Hit that like button. Smash that like button. Elbow drop that like button. GTS that like button. Superman punch that like button. Uso kick that like button. Uso splash that like button.
Hang on, I'm on the kick.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Haluva kick that like button. Crossroads that like button. Pop-up powerbomb that like button. Oblivion that like button. Riptide that like button, baby. Yeah.
I forgot how that goes.
Yeah. Survivor Series. Everybody, make sure you interact with us on all the platforms. We'll be there tweeting during Survivor Series, talking about it. We'll be online, both of us, on the accounts, on all the accounts, on TikTok, on X, on Twitter, on Instagram, maybe Facebook even, if you're that pervy to talk to us there. I don't know.
Probably not.
Or whatever.
Probably
Text
not on
me.
Facebook.
I don't know. Do whatever. Everybody go out there. Go do your Black Friday shopping. It'll be done by that time it comes out, but I hope you got out there and you smashed some people with some chairs and you caused some havoc in the lines. In the stores.
If you want to buy us any t-shirts, I'm extra large and Combat Jones is a tight medium.
That's exactly. And I'll take that CM Punk belt too. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And I'll take the new Travis Scott Jumpman Jacks. I'll take those too. Yep. Or anything else you want to send for free. Yeah.
I would just like some chocolate covered raisins and I don't know what else. Just a CD or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Shout out Lars Fredrickson, who was on Busted Open podcast, man. Awesome to see him out there doing his thing. Boy, oh boy. Just a great time all around.
We love Rancid, baby. We love Rancid. One of the best bands in the world. Shout out to Lars Fredrickson. Mm-hmm. Shout out to CM Punk. Shout out to Chicago. Yeah, the best in the world. The straight edge movement. All of them. Punk rock, baby.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Let's go. Yes, Survivor Series. Let's have a great time. Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for joining along. We had a great time. And we'll see you again soon. And that's pretty deadly. Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew. Haha. Kombat Jones. And you've been listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. Peace.